Salute and welcome to the Stories and Cocktails podcast, where you'll enjoy an entertaining short story from acclaimed humor columnist Rob Kreider. Storytime is the family portion of the show. Then we move on from the stories to the cocktails. This is where the alcohol and the not safe for work portion of the show takes over, as Rob and his wife /editor/muse Sara Kreider partake in some adult beverages and provide you with a behind-the-scenes recap of what really inspired the original story. Put your feet up, relax, and enjoy yourself a round of stories and cocktails. Cheers.
This story is called The Naked Truth by Rob Kreider. Hey, that's me. My little brother decided to get married. Again. Which meant that I would be the best man. Again. Which also meant that I would be required to throw him a bachelor party. Again. I'm only bent out of shape about it because what this all really means is I have to get my wallet out. Again. As far as what the bachelor party would entail, I told my brother, if you want me to put this thing on, you have to know it will be G-rated. There will absolutely be no female entertainment, because that is what my wife, whom I love, wants. And we all know she gets what she wants. My brother's response to that statement was, surprise me. I quickly responded, there will be no surprises, bro. You're getting a backyard barbecue with a keg of beer. Your high school friends can come over and we can tell stories about how ugly your first girlfriend was. Period. That will be it. He laughed and said, okay. The girls were planning on having the bachelorette party the same night as the bachelor barbecue, and my wife was invited to attend her soon-to-be second sister-in-law's night on the town. The girls are going to hang out in downtown Sacramento, and the boys are going to have the barbecue at a friend of my brother's house about an hour away. Since we were out-of-towners, my wife and I grabbed a hotel room by the river in Old Town Sacramento. I told her I wouldn't drink at the party so I could drive back and we could have a nice evening at the hotel without the kids once the bachelorette party night was over. When I arrived at the location for the bachelor party, it was just as I planned it to be. We had a keg of beer, the radio was playing, and the grill was ready for some barbecue. As the big brother/best man, I gave the owner of the house $200 to pay for the keg and some steaks. He took the wad of cash, counted, and said, thanks. Then when I asked for the steaks, so I could get started cooking, he handed me a stack of frozen hamburger patties. I couldn't believe I just paid $200 for frozen hamburgers. Instead of making an issue of it, I just got busy making a fire and telling stories to anyone around who would listen about how ugly my little brother's first girlfriend was. Then I heard a knock at the door, and suddenly there was electricity in the air. All the guys started acting like 13-year-old boys again, and everyone started funneling into the house. Then the whooping and the hollering began. The strippers, yes, plural, had arrived. I was in the backyard alone. I knew my wife was at the bachelorette party, with the wives of a number of husbands who were inside the house going goofy for the entertainment. I knew with advanced technology and text messaging that it would only be a matter of seconds before my wife found out there were strippers at the party, and that a bounty hunter would be hired and would soon be looking for me to cut off my genitalia. I quickly walked to the side gate of the backyard, got in my car, and started heading for Sacramento pronto. I needed plausible deniability. I needed to guarantee to my wife I was not enjoying the show. I covered the 60-mile drive in about 45 minutes flat. I arrived at the hotel and texted my wife this simple message. I left early. I'm at the hotel room. Everything is A-OK. Don't tell the bride. I don't want her wondering why I'm back early. It was one thing for me to flee the scene of the crime and save my own ass, but I didn't want to be the snitch of the group, getting everyone else in trouble with their own wives. Nothing gets by my wife. She saw right through my text and replied, "You're back super early." Strippers? I said, yes, but don't tell the bride. She said, I'm glad you're not there. You'll be rewarded later, and sent me a smiley face emoji. So, for once in my marriage, I did the right thing. But in doing the right thing, I did make one small error. I gave my wife a secret. She can keep a secret like a strainer keeps water. It only took about 15 minutes, and then the cat was out of the bag, and it will forever be known as my fault. While the girls were at dinner, one of them looked at their phone and said, according to this text, there's a stripper at the bachelor party, and she's shooting ping pong balls out of her ... My wife let out a big sigh of relief. Oh, I'm so glad it's out. I've known for a while now, and I've been feeling guilty for keeping it from you guys. There are strippers at the bachelor party. There was silence at the dinner table. The girl, completely deadpan, told my wife, I was just making a joke. I didn't get a text message. Are you serious? There's strippers there? Then every girl at the bachelor party started to text her significant other at the bachelor party. The naked truth was out. Husbands were in trouble. Wives were furious. The bride-to-be was angry, and it was all my fault. The boys blamed me for squealing, Of course, I blame my wife for telling the ladies after I specifically told her not to. She blames the girl for making the bad joke, which caused her to spill the beans. Texts were flying, accusations were leveled, but in the end, I was safe in the hotel room, patiently waiting for my wife to arrive and reward me. Which she did. By the way, even though I had nothing to do with the strippers at the bachelor party, it was my $200 that did pay for the entertainment.
Okay, folks, it's time to pop that top and let's get to those cocktails.
Hey, and welcome to the Stories, Cocktails, and Podcast drunken portion of the show, coming to you live on tape from Mexico. Yes, this is the Hecho in Mexico version, baby.
Hecho. Does hecho mean?
It means made in Mexico.
Made in. Okay, so we're making
this
it
episode
in Mexico.
Podcast is being made in Mexico currently.
Yes, currently we are in Mexico.
Why are we here, baby?
We are here for Crash My Playa.
Oh, God,
Oh,
yes,
wait,
we are.
I got to say it officially. Luke Bryan's Crash My Playa TM.
Oh, TM, trademark. Gotcha. Do we have to give Luke Bryan a little something for the episode? Because we're doing this at his event?
We might have to.
Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we
Well,
might have to. So
I have been promoting the podcast pretty heavily here.
we're here because our friend Sam Mann,
What's up, Sam?
he did this, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And one day he just was like, hey, we were just in Fresno, just drinking and riding our bikes and kind of minding our own business and saving our money. You know what I mean? We're like, yeah, no, we're not going to go take our money to Mexico. And Sam said, hey, you guys like events.
You guys seem like a couple of people who like to drink all day and
you
party.
guys like drinking. And he's like, do you like country music? And we were like, not so much. And he's
No,
like,
we didn't say we don't like it. We're just like, I mean,
We're
I don't-
indifferent to it.
I don't turn it off when it's on. In fact, here's I'll tell you the thing about me and country music is that I couldn't tell you which band is playing, but if you get just the right amount of alcohol in me and you play just the right twangy fucking country song, I'm just like,
You'll love it.
Oh, fuck yeah, this song is speaking to me, man.
Yeah.
God damn, this is a good song.
It's when our whiteness comes out. It really does.
Yeah,
You put country
so-
on
and,
and
well,
all of a sudden we get super white.
I was in the pool just about an hour ago, just fucking drunk and
Oh, yeah.
holding up my drink, and the guy was twanging away, and I was like,
No,
this
I
is
wanna-
the greatest song I've ever heard.
I want to talk about that. So long story short, thank you, Sam, for the greatest recommendation ever. You said, hey, you fuckers need to go to Crash My Playa in Mexico. It's in January. I don't care what you have to do. Move, heaven and earth, save your fucking money. And I did. I put us on like a layaway plan.
I know.
I was making payments every month since like last summer so that I could come
there's
here
two
in
things
January.
at work here. You were like, look, we got to save money. We're going to go to Crash My Playa in January. I'm like, hey, should we probably get in like, pool shape for this? And you're like, nah, let's just get fucking eat some carbs, during Christmas time.
Yeah.
So we did save the money and we did make it here, but we didn't exactly get super skinny for the event.
That's all right.
Good news. Everyone here is over 50.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's
this.
like, if you want to feel good about your body and you're like, I didn't quite shed the last 4.5 pounds I wanted to lose, come to Crash My Playa. You're gonna look great.
This really is. This
You're gonna
is
be fine.
This is over 50 spring break.
It is.
Who
yes.
knew that it was in the middle of January? But over 50 spring break, it's not.
Well, it's because over 50 spring, you don't have a fucking job.
It's not in spring break. It's in
Yeah,
January.
retirees, man.
And everyone.
It is the hottest group of retirees you could find.
Especially the women.
I would say that Luke Bryan's pointing out like, hey man, please stop saying retiree event. This is not what I'm trying to sell to people. I'm like, well, it's what you got, son. Like, this is what you got. You got a bunch of white motherfuckers who are over 50 who are retired and they're drunk in January. And
He's
listen,
like-
I'm not critiquing it. I'm fucking totally down for it. I'm here. And what we have learned is this is an all-inclusive event, which means when we say inclusivity, it has nothing to do with about, anybody except
Diversity,
white people.
multiculturalism.
It means all the food is free and
Yeah.
all the drinks are free.
Yeah. No,
Which is a problem.
it definitely
For us.
does not mean multicultural.
We got
It-
drunk.
It means that all of the over 50 white people that are here,
Yeah.
they can eat and drink as much as they want.
But I think that, I'm glad that we're here because this is us. This is our demographic. This is why we're doing a podcast right now in the most stories and cocktails place there is.
No, it is our
Fucking Crash
demographic.
My
I don't
Playa.
know. I don't know why I hate my people
I-
so much.
Well, the same thing when we go camping at Newport Beach. You're like, oh, I hate all these fucking white cops and firefighters. I'm like, well, you're married to a fucking white
I
cop.
know,
and we're here. There's a lot of blue flags and shit. Like, you're like, this sucks. I'm like, what? This is the safest place in America right now.
We align in like how we look. Because I mean, it doesn't, I'm not missing the fact that all these women look exactly like me. We're wearing the same hats. We're wearing the fucking same bathing suits that we ordered off of Temu or Amazon or whatever. Like they all look like me we're all
The
in
only
the
way I
same.
can tell the difference between you and someone else is the amount of lip filler. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, I don't have
That
that.
chick has a huge lip. That's not my wife.
Okay.
No, her tits are the same as my wife's tits. They got the same 750 cc's, but they don't have the 15 cc's in the lip. So that's
Yeah.
my wife right there.
Okay, so that's how you can tell the difference. So
Yeah,
yes.
that's how I do.
So they
First I look at the tits, then I look at the lips.
they look like
Just full
us.
disclosure.
and they're wearing the same clothes as us, and they're in the same socioeconomic, zone as us. And so these should be my people. I don't know why I get so like,
You know what I saw? I saw a fucking America out there. I saw a fucking dude on an inflatable bull
well, that's true.
in the pool chugging a fucking shot out of an eagle with the American flag on it. And
Yes.
it's America. That was America as fuck.
Yeah, no, that
was
funny.
dope. I was like, God damn, sir.
When I saw the
That's
inflatable
America.
bull in the pool, I did think like, oh, that's pretty baller. That's
It's
awesome.
America, dude.
Okay, no. So the pool. This is what I wanted to talk about because I was cracking up. So we get into the pool. We kind of inch into the pool and we start walking. And you decide we're gonna push all the way up into the stage. And I'm
course.
And I'm kind of
That's how I roll.
So we were just walking through the piss pool
I'm
water.
like, get out of my way, bitch. I'm in the front.
Yeah, and then you get to the front. So I'm behind you and I'm watching you.
And you don't want to
then
go up to the front with me. You're
all of a
very
sudden,
uncomfortable.
a song comes on. I don't know what song it is, and I don't remember. And I see everyone in the pool in front of me, hands go up, and everyone's bouncing, and you're bouncing, and everyone is feeling the music.
living my best life.
And then I realize it's all women. It's just the whole pool is white girl wasted, and then there's my husband, just white girl wasted, just hands up. But it was Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer, because this was when the DJ was on, and they took a break from country, and they do Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer, and every girl is just hands up with their fucking blingy ass drinks up, because everyone has their own little drink koozie, and it's got bling, and it's just white girl wasted bling and the hats, and there's my husband in the middle of it, just bouncing up and down and hands up, waving his ass around, shaking his ass around. It's living on a prayer.
You could look at this two ways. You
White
could say,
girl wasted.
You could say, okay, my husband got white girl wasted. Or you could be I'm like, this is the greatest party I've ever been to. Look at all these white girls. I'm surrounded by white girls in bikinis bouncing up and down in the pool with me.
Maybe.
And my wife thinks it's cool.
Yeah.
She took a picture of it and shit with her phone. And now she's going to make fun of me on the podcast. The joke's on you, baby. I was in the middle of the pool.
Fair
with
enough.
50 fucking white girls with fake breasts jumping up and down to Living on a Prayer. And I was like, yeah. This is my place.
Fair
this is
enough.
the greatest place ever. Let's hang out in the back over here, you bunch of meatheads, dude. You fat motherfuckers. Go back there by the bar. I'm up here with the ladies.
So you must have been at a little bit different blood alcohol level.
I was
than
drunker
me,
than you, for sure.
Because then there was a girl. She was she wasn't in the pool. She was there was a little lip between the pool and the stage, and that's it. It was just a little. You could tiptoe across it.
Yeah.
And she was standing there, and she looked great. She's in her bikini and she's dancing, but she was holding a bottle of tequila. And she's swinging this bottle of tequila around. And
Well,
so
she's trying to give it to the guy on stage.
well, he was ignoring her. And so she's just
He's like, I'm not drinking hooah, baby.
she's just swinging this bottle of tequila around. So you point her out and you're kind of look at that. She's got a whole bottle of tequila. She's chugging from a whole bottle of tequila.
She's badass.
That's badass.
This is my people.
Yeah. So you point her
Let's
out.
get in the front row.
That's so badass. But I was just a little less drunk than you. And I did do 6 summers as a lifeguard.
Oh.
So I was like, that's a glass bottle on the pool deck.
Can I get security here?
Yeah, I did.
Where the fuck is the...
I wanted to flag down security. Security, that's a glass bottle. We're all barefoot. This whole party will be ruined.
That seems unsafe.
If she breaks that glass bottle out
Now,
here.
as you were, in your mind, trying to mind meld with security, hey, get that glass bottle. You were currently urinating in the pool.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
look at
Just to be clear, when you're at Crash My Playa and you're standing in a pool and we're all drinking these huge cups of tequila and nobody gets out for 3 or 4 hours.
well, you don't want to miss a song.
We're all pissing in the pool.
You don't want to miss a song.
It's
I mean,
the
they're
warmest pool I've ever been in.
performing on the side of the pool deck.
I'm like, is this pool heated? They're like, no, we never heated this pool. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, it seems pretty warm.
No, it was a lot of piss. But piss in a pool never cut anybody's feet. Glass in a pool, that's going to cut your feet. And then you're going to have an open wound. You're
No,
going
but
to be
if you
bleeding.
have bleeding,
and
you
you
want
have
piss in the
all
pool.
that bacteria in the pool.
But urine is sterile, so that's what you want. If you have a cut in your foot, you want everyone to have pissed in the pool.
That's grotesque.
That's just science. Speaking of pools, earlier on before we got really drunk,
Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about that.
we said, hey. Maybe we should just find a little lounger, We'll just sit in a lounger and chill out by the pool. And there's 5,000 loungers here and there's 8,000 people. And we're trying to figure out which one should we sit in. And it was confusing.
Right. And all the loungers had towels laid over them. It was very clear which loungers had already been claimed.
Right.
Claimed because there were
I
shoes.
have claimed said lounger.
The shoes was like kind of the key. So
Yeah.
we find some loungers and there's no shoes, there's no towel, like there's no
there's not
personal
even
towels
pads on it. Like this is like clearly
Yeah.
not being used.
No one's like empty drink is sitting there. There was books that had been propped up. There was no book. So there was
Nothing.
nothing to say that a human being had sat in this lounger yet today.
Within 24 hours.
So we staked our claim. We took these two and we
Yes.
sat in them. And then another young couple came up and they said, do you guys think anyone's sitting here? And we're like, well, we've been here for 5 whole minutes and no one's here. And she said,
We don't know
the
how
one,
this works.
She's the one that pointed out the shoes. She's like, I don't see any shoes. Because when you come with shoes
Those zapatos.
and you put the shoes down and you get in the water. So obviously no one had claimed those. So she sits down with her husband. So there's 4 of us on these chairs.
Sitting in the sun, feeling great, looking great, living
Right.
our best life.
And then
4 minutes later.
this woman and her husband come up and she comes in hot. And she's like, you know, are you the Schmitz? And we're like, no.
I'm like, I'm the shit.
Yeah. And
But I'm not the Schmitz.
She goes, well, these are our chairs. These are our chairs and the Schmitz. I'm like, you don't even fucking know the Schmidt. Okay, I'm the Schmidt.
I'm like, if you don't know who the Schmitz are, then I guess it is us.
And she goes, no, these. And then she pulled out, she's just like this little tiny clip that you can't even
17-cent
see.
clip.
This dollar store clip. She goes, do you see this clip on this chair? These are ours. These are our clips. And she's like, all 18 of these chairs are ours.
Yeah, she tried to claim 18.
And I was like, okay, well, I only see 4 clips, bitch. So
And I'm sitting in the 2 chairs, don't have them.
I don't know why you're saying 18. And she goes, well, we paid the lifeguard to put these clips on these chairs. These are ours. All 18 of these are ours. Well, 16 of them are ours, and then 2 belong to the Schmitz. And I'm like, well, you don't even fucking know the Schmitz. Again, I'm going to mention that. So I'm Mrs. Schmidt. This is Mr. Schmidt. Nice to fucking meet you.
So I was enjoying this. I was like, oh, here we go. Because there was 3 generations of Karens. She was the eldest Karen.
Yeah.
And you were the middle Karen. There was the young Karen who sat next to us and said, hey, how does this work? We said, we don't know, but we sat here.
I wouldn't say generations, because I'd say we were probably about 8 years apart. It went probably like 53.
No, but I'm not talking about generations in like birth. There's generations in Karens.
Well,
right?
yeah.
So 8 years in Karens it's a
Is a
whole
generation.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
So I was doing
Because 50 to 58, that's a different Karen.
I was doing my math wrong when I said
Yeah,
53. Let's say she was 55, I'm 47, and then this other chick was like 39.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
coming
buying
in.
that.
Coming in young.
I think that's exactly what the ages were.
So-
And that's 3 generations of Karens.
we
All going to battle.
we all kind of looked at each other. Like I looked at you looked at me, we looked at the younger couple, they looked at each other, like we were all like, how are we going to handle this? And we decided gracefully.
We said, we'll acquiesce.
The 4 of us, we just were like, okay,
I said, okay, you've been here before. You do have a dollar store clip on here.
yeah.
I guess our bad.
Now,
We'll move along.
inside, I was like, oh, you paid the lifeguard. Like, oh, I didn't know that.
I'm like, I paid the lifeguard when you
Holy
came over here
shit.
to beat you across the face.
Yeah.
So he's coming around to beat you across the face. I paid him $10 more than you paid him.
Well, and I was also like, these chairs are so fucking far back from all of the action. Like
Like this is the lamest chair.
this is the
anyways.
lamest play. Like we're looking at the fucking play. The reason there's a lifeguard is because we're right where the kids play.
Yeah, I'm like, so I'm just pre-gaming here before I go to the pool party. I
Yeah.
was literally just looking for a place to rest my ass for 10 minutes. So if you want this fucking chair, go fuck
So
yourself.
that's why we gave it up so quickly too.
Yeah,
because
we
we
did.
were just looking for a place to just stop for just like a second. Maybe put our shoes there.
Yeah.
Like
Come back and get them later.
This chair is ours because we put our shoes here.
I'm like, you're not a front row bitch. I'm a front row bitch.
So
You're not
we-
going front row at the pool party.
These things are all going through our minds, but we have a smile on our face. We're not
being
that
very
drunk
kind.
yet.
We're having a good time
We're
at
not
Crash
being
My Playa.
aggressive.
We're not here to get in a
having
fight.
right. So we were just like, okay,
But I will get in a fight.
here's your fucking chairs. But we didn't say it like that.
We just said, oh, okay, hey,
We
have
just
a
said,
great
okay.
time.
I'm like, oh, my bad. I wasn't sure of the clip procedure.
Yeah.
I'll know for next time.
Yeah, I know the clip policy here at Crash My Playa.
Thanks for the hookup. That like I'll pay the lifeguard next time to put some fucking cheap clips on chairs. And so we walk away. And
As we're walking away.
As we're walking away, and I'm like collecting our shit. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to leave the dirty towel that I sat on, if I'm going to leave that there for her, or if I'm going to take the towel with me. You kind of look at me, you're like, no, leave the fucking
Fuck her.
towel.
I know.
Fuck
I was
her.
like, I left my towel. I wipe
Yeah.
my balls in that towel. She can have that towel.
Yeah. So then we're leaving, and you looked at the guy who, at this point, the guy had said nothing. He was like invisible.
Well, of course, listen, when your wife is a Karen, you just don't say shit. she's already beat him down his whole fucking life. He's just been smashed over the head by her.
So I don't even.
Now he's like, hey, listen, for the next 5 minutes, at least my wife's not beating me up right now. She's beating up some fucking stranger. So he's just like, I'm in a great place. Let her fucking get these chairs.
Oh, and by the way, it's just the two of them. She's like, all 18 of these chairs are ours.
I'm like, really?
For her and her husband, and then the Schmitz, so
16
she
other
didn't even
people,
know.
2 of them the Schmitz she never met before.
Right. So I don't even see the husband. We're walking away, and all of a sudden, the husband is made known to me because you're talking to someone. I'm like, who are you addressing? And you look at him and you go, oh, you're with Karen? I just met her. And I fucking died. I was like, oh shit. I thought we weren't, like, we were de-escalating.
Are we gonna get in a fight?
We weren't escalating. We already gave it up. We left. Like, the young couple, they left.
Scattered.
Like,
as soon as I
he's
started
not
talking
even
shit,
here to back you up.
No, the other guy, he's like, oh fuck. Like everybody just ran from me. And I was like, oh, you're with Karen.
Yeah. And so
I just fucking met her.
I was freaking the fuck out. And so I had like a moment where I was going to dive into the pool and just try to like swim away as fast as I
don't
could.
even know this guy.
Even though
I just met him last night.
Even though there was clearly posted no diving signs like all over the pool because it's
You were
very
gonna break that
shallow.
rule,
I was going to break that rule. I was going to dive and I was going to lose my sunglasses. I was going to lose my hat. Like, fuck it. I was just going to swim away as fast as I could.
Hey, thanks for having my back, girl.
Well, we were de-escalating and then all of a sudden you escalated. But before I could dive, I was still like really gauging the depth of the water.
Because you don't want to get hurt.
Right. Because I don't want to get a back injury. I looked up and I saw this,
poor, unfortunate
before
man.
now, this invisible man, and his t-shirt said, I'm with Karen. And then it was like everything clicked into place. And I was like, oh, he actually gave you fucking permission to say what you said.
Yes.
But I love the way you said it. I love that you said it with it. I was so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like, you fucking nailed this
Yeah,
situation.
he has a fucking shirt that says, I'm with Karen. I go, oh, you're with Karen?
Yeah.
I just met her.
So because of his t-shirt, you were able to say to his face, your wife is a fucking bitch. None of us like her.
Good luck with your shitty life.
Yeah. You were able to say that. And because he wore the t-shirt, they couldn't fucking say shit back to you.
And he looked at me and he just goes, yeah.
Yeah, he
Like,
did.
he had no response.
He's like, yeah, that's...
He's like, that's her.
That's her.
Yeah. He's like, but I do have this shady spot and good luck in the front.
Yeah, he's all, but you know what? She did get me these fucking chairs.
I'm going to sit here all day long and you're going to fucking...
No, actually...
You're going to run around like a refugee looking for a fucking lounger today.
I was super, super, super proud of you, but he was looking at me and he was kind of like, what'd your wife fucking get you today? Because I got 2 chairs from my wife. I got 18 fucking chairs from my wife. What did your wife get you, sir? And I felt seen and small, and I just...
Well, it's because you're second generation Karen.
I have...
You were learning
I
from
have to
her.
learn.
Yeah.
No.
Third generation Karen, her husband, they were fucking gone.
I already loaded those fucking tail clips into my Amazon cart for next year. That's how I know they're 17
They're going to be in her
cents.
fucking mailbox when we get home in Mexico.
I'm like,
I need a Jimmy Buffett parrot and a pineapple.
I'm like this. I'm like, how much did you pay the lifeguard? Oh, okay.
I'm like, so what was it? Was it $7?
Yeah.
$17? What are you talking about? $1 per chair? What are we looking at?
I'm like 1,500 pesos. That's that's about $30. Okay, I got this.
Speaking of pesos, last night I went all ham and I was like, baby, I'm going to fucking spoil you. I'm going to spend, I spent thousands of pesos on you last night.
Yeah.
I was trying to take care of myself. We were cruising around, getting drunk, and we found this little shop, and there was this cute little dress, and this shit was short. Like, I'm like,
just
oh,
so
baby.
people know, 1,000 pesos is $60.
I'm just saying. I'm like, hey, baby, look at that dress. You look gorgeous in that.
We went into the gift shop.
Put that shit on. I will buy that for you right now.
So everything here is all inclusive. This is our first all inclusive.
Yeah,
we've never been to an all-inclusive resort before now.
There's white girl wasted and there's all-inclusive wasted. And we
It's-
are all-inclusive wasted.
It's awesome.
You just say, sir, and then someone puts a drink in your hand. Like,
Yeah,
you
they just-
don't even have to stand
They
in
just
line.
walk by with drinks on the plates. This is the other thing that Sam told us.
Well, last night at the concert, you were confused. This chick walks by with a plate, like 6 beers. You're like, excuse me, ma'am. Senora, are those pre-order for other people? She's like, what?
I know.
And you're like, I would like a beer. She's looking at you. She's like, huh? I'm like, just grab the beer. She's bringing beers to everybody. Just take one. Just take it off your fucking plate.
I was confused because this is Addie's job. Addie
At the Wiltern
in Los Angeles,
United States of America.
Yes, she is the cocktail waitress at concerts, and so people
Well, there's a whole credit card pre-order.
People tell her what they
That's
want.
not all inclusive, baby.
and then she brings it to them. So when I see a cocktail server with a tray full of drinks. I'm like, oh, those drinks already have people's names on them. They're already assigned to people. So I wasn't sure what to do. And she was just like, how long do you want me to fucking stand here holding my arm up with this tray full of beer before you just fucking take one?
Yeah, she's like, lady, if you pulled one of these off, it'd make my job easier.
Exactly.
So yeah, so you were a little confused about all-inclusive, but the dresses are not all-inclusive.
No.
So I had to get
So
out
that's
some
what I was
pesos,
going to say.
thousands of pesos.
This was the first like money that we spent since we got here.
True.
We went to the gift shop because we were like, wait a minute, we're on a vacation and we don't have to spend any money while we're here. Like, that doesn't seem right.
I need to spend some money.
This is outside of
Yeah.
my comfort
I'd like
zone.
to spend some money,
Let's
please.
go to the gift shop and
God damn
spend
it.
some money. So yeah, you spotted a dress.
Yes, I did.
And you said, let's buy you this dress. And I was like,
It was a, what do they call it? A vagina hat. It was very, very short.
it was very
like,
short.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
actually said to you,
you
pulled it off the hanger, and I was like, oh, that's really short. And I held it up to myself, and I was like, this is going to be so short. And you're like, head show in Mexico, like,
Yeah, I mean, you know,
it's Luke Bryan's.
that's going to be you.
Crash my Playa.
Just buy this shit.
So then like, Juan came out of nowhere.
And you're not being a racist asshole. His name was Juan.
Yeah, no, we're head show in Mexico.
I'm just saying, like, when you say things like, and then Juan came around, like, his name on a name tag said Juan. He's like, may I help you?
Right. Thank you for the
I said, yeah.
mansplaining.
Yeah,
that
my
I'm not,
wife wants this super short dress.
Right. So
Let her try it on.
So he said, I'm going to get you a dressing room. And I said, thank you. So I go into the dressing room. And once I was in there, and he was kind of helping me like lock the door. Cause I don't know, apparently like I don't know how to lock doors in Mexico. So he was like, ma'am, this is how the door locks. And so then I held it up and I was like, oh, Juan, these are shorts. And he was like, I know. But he said it in Spanish, however you say I know in Spanish. Or maybe he just said, like, get the fuck in there and try this shit on. I don't really know.
He's like, just buy the shit, lady.
But I felt like we exchanged a moment. I felt like we were in on a secret. You know, he's like, Senor thinks it's a dress, but we both know it's shorts. And you're
No,
gonna
senora is a woman. Senor.
I said Senor.
Oh, I thought I heard senora.
No.
He's like, this dumb motherfucker over here, white boy, he thinks it's the shortest dress on the planet, but it's a romper.
It's a romper. And he's like, we both know you're going to be way more comfortable in that romper. And I was like, yeah, I am. Thanks, Juan.
And you and Juan kept this a secret from me.
No, we did. Once I was in the dressing room, you thought I tried it on. I didn't even try it on. And I was like, it's a romper? Fucking sold.
You
Super
took that long
comfortable.
not to try it on? You were in there forever.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
were you doing in there? Facebooking?
All right, I tried it on. I was trying to like have bravado.
Well, I'm saying I was there with Juan. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's one piece. I mean, how long does it take to throw a dress over your body?
I wanted the collusion to be so thick that it was just like I trusted him so much that I was just going to buy it. And I mean, maybe I spent too much time in there because I misjudged how long it would take me to try on a romper.
Because you got to put two legs through. I thought you just pulled it over your head because it was going to be the shortest dress ever.
No, I had to put, first of all, because it's a romper, you have to take all your clothes off. You have to take your shirt off. You have to take your shorts off. Then you got to put both legs through. I'd been drinking all day.
All-inclusive drinking.
We did the mezcal tasting.
Oh, we did do mezcal tasting.
I was drunk off a mezcal, trying to keep my balance to put one leg through the romper and then the other leg. At this point, I was kind of like, oh, I wish this was a dress. Because at least with the dress,
I wish it was a
I
fucking
can
dress
keep
too.
both feet on the ground.
That's what I was paying for.
Right. So we came out. You shelled over 1,000 pesos, which is $60. I got a romper.
I'm like, hell yeah. My girl's got the shortest dress that crashed my Playa. Let's go shake her ass around this fucking party.
And then I put it on so that we could go to the concert. And you were like, what the fuck? Those are shorts. I was like, you bought it from me?
That's breach of contract.
No.
That's breach of contract.
Buyer beware.
I purchased a fucking short dress. You showed up with like material in the crotch. That's breach of fucking contract. You're blocking the shot.
Buyer beware.
This is bullshit.
I was very comfortable though.
I want to take that shit back. I'm like, Juan, you knew what I wanted, bro. What did I want, Juan? I wanted a short dress, you little motherfucker. You soccer player. Give me fucking dresses. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. So what are we drinking today?
I'm having a Corona from the minibar.
We have experienced some really great things. Now, I'm a rum man. They call me Rum Rob for a reason. But recently in Mexico, I found that they have some flavored Bacardi rums here that are fantastic. They have a pineapple flavored Bacardi and they have a mango. So I'm drinking a mango and club soda, which is fantastic. The pineapple is my by far favorite right now. It's so good.
Oh yeah, I was drinking that too, but I ran out. So
Well, we drank it all.
So I had to,
One of the
I had to
problems
get a
with
Corona.
all-inclusive is like, hey, would you like some Bacardi pineapple? I'm like, yes, I would. And then they're like, hey, the Criders were here and there's no more pineapple fucking Bacardi. They drank it all. So then I came back. I'm like, hey, can I get some more of that pineapple? He's like, that shit is fucking gone, dude. Damn.
It wasn't us that drank it all. It was the goddamn Schmitz.
Fucking Schmitz took my chair and my fucking pineapple Bacardi.
These Schmitz.
Fucking Schmitz.
They suck.
Fucking Schmitz, dude.
I hate them.
All right, we got to talk about a story here.
Okay.
So, this story is called The Naked Truth, published August 2nd, 2012 in the Santa Maria Sun. And what it's about is, well, second marriages and bachelor parties. And I will say this about second marriages. So as a man who's turned 50 and has a lot of friends and family, I've had to attend a fair amount of second weddings.
Yes.
And I'm going to be unapologetic about this because, look, just because you couldn't get along
Right.
with your first spouse doesn't mean I got to go get a tux and throw another bachelor party and get my wallet out. And that's what the story is about. Look, I love my brother and it's great, but like I said, if you can't make it work with somebody, now I got to get my wallet out. That seems fucking bullshit. So I was a little heated about this whole thing.
You were there.
I was.
Because at that point, I don't know. It's like we hit 35 and we started to go on the second wedding tour.
Oh, we were on the fucking the comeback tour of weddings.
Yes, all of the people.
I've already seen this person give their
get
life to
married.
somebody, and they're a fucking liar.
Yeah, all of the people that we saw get married in our mid to late 20s, we had to get watch them get remarried.
Well, the funny
in our
part
mid
is
to late 30s.
these fuckers would marry someone who hadn't been married before, so then they had to act like, oh, it's my first time.
Yeah.
Because you had these new brides who are like, well, I don't care that you've been his first wedding. It's my first wedding, and
No.
because I'm a bridezilla, now
We-
you have to all act like it's fucking like someone got the Men in Black wand and all of like our faces like, oh, woo, it's everybody's first wedding all of a sudden. You're the first person to ever get fucking married. This is so amazing.
we
And so I was like,
we were
I'm
sending
over
cards.
it.
No, I was like the card that I sent was like, dear, Mr. and the second Mrs. Schmidt. I was like, hey, 10 years ago, I bought you a really, 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 really nice set of wedding glasses from Williams Sonoma. Did you get to keep those in the divorce? Because
At
if
least
so,
two of them.
then
There's
that's
a set of 4.
Then that's still your wedding gift.
Yeah.
But if you didn't get to keep them, then
Yeah.
I guess I'll downgrade you and I'll buy you like a set of wedding glasses from Target. Just let me know.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Or send it from Amazon.
My thing is, look, I could buy you a set of 4 from Williams Sonoma. You got cut to 2. Now you're down to 2, and then now you're down to 1. Like we can't cut a glass in half at this point. Like if you can't fucking make it work, you're not going to go to party with me anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I wasn't bringing the best attitude towards this whole thing.
Oh, no,
and then
you were
next
really
thing I know,
shitty.
I'm in charge of this bachelor party, and that is problems for me. I don't need problems. I don't need fucking problems in my life because there's a problem. The problem is my wife, you, whom I love, you have a very strict policy in our marriage. You have stated very clearly, and communication is key to being successful. We've been married for 27 years, y'all. This is the key to success. You've been very super clear when you say to me, you, Rob, will not have a stripper sit on your face.
Yeah,
That will not happen.
I think this is a reasonable request. I really do.
Listen, I'm not arguing. I'm not here to say it was right or wrong, but I'm saying it's your policy.
It's my
right?
policy.
And so whether other
And as my
women
husband,
let...
you accepted this policy.
I had no choice.
But see, this is why I
Regardless
think
if I liked the policy, I had no choice in said policy.
this is why I think
But I
that
accepted the policy.
this is why I think that you hated second marriages so much, though, is because you had already sort of navigated this and dodged this bullet once, right? You were already stuck between your brother and your wife and some stripper tits. Like one time, right?
I was, yes.
Where your brother's like, you're the man of honor. No, what is it called? You're the best man. And, you're my brother. I can't have my bachelor party without you being here. Stop being such a fucking pussy. I mean, this is what I imagine,
Yeah.
right? Although your brother doesn't talk like this.
I'm like, it's fine. I just put my face in
imagine
there.
the pressure.
Just for family. I did it for family.
Your brother's like, I'm only going to get fucking married once.
Yeah, not true, sir.
You need to be there for me. You got to have my back,
Yeah.
regardless of what
We're gonna
happens.
party, dude.
We're going to party. I can't do this without you, bro.
This marriage
Then-
means nothing unless we all get fucked up with a stripper.
Then you have me, who's like, he's my brother too. I love him. I support him. I support this marriage, but you don't have to stay for strippers. So you had already done this balancing act once, and not in this case your brother, but you had done it with your friends as well.
Yeah, every fucking time someone's like having a bachelor party, I'm like, oh fuck.
So now when
I gotta have this whole
when
policy
people started
situation
to
about strippers
go
with my
the
wife.
second time around, you're just like, no,
I'm over this shit.
I already survived this landmine
Somehow-
once.
Yeah, I'm on a claymore right now. Can't get off it because once you step off it, you get blown up. I can't. I'm on this fucker.
I can't.
I can't. Don't send me to walk further in this landmine.
Yeah,
field.
You're just like, there's a reason why I'm still with my first wife and I'm going to your second fucking wedding.
So regardless, I'm planning the fucking party. So I tell everybody, look, this is what you're getting. You get in a backyard barbecue. We're going to fucking play the Crider Racing slideshow. We're going to fucking have beer pong. I'll bring the table. We're going to fucking listen to fucking, I don't know, Led Zeppelin and fucking barbecue some burgers. That's all you get. That's all you fucking get.
And they were mad at you.
Yeah, so I roll into this fucking dude's house.
They were just like, your older brother, he fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sick of
This is
Sarah
bullshit.
and her bullshit. And, you know.
It also complicates things because all these guys at this party were also part of the racing crew at the time, right?
Yeah.
And they're normally like, hey, Rob Crider takes care of us. He fucking brings out the big wallet. We get fucking hats and t-shirts and we party, we drink. So I'm sure this is going to be a dope bachelor party. I'm like, oh, no. It's not. It's going to be just like the races. We're going to party and drink, but we're not going to have any strippers here. I roll in and then I'm like, here's the money. Let's get some meat, blah, 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 blah. And then next thing I know.
You guys were having, this was actually nice. This part I support and I appreciate. You guys had the bachelor party and then we women had the bachelorette party on the same night.
Yeah, so we were in Vallejo and you girls were in Sacramento.
Yeah, so you guys stayed
50 minutes apart.
You guys stayed in town, Napa, Vallejo, American Canyon area, and you went to somebody's house and you guys were doing the backyard barbecue thing. Supposedly at someone's house.
Yep.
And then all we wives, all your counterparts, we were in Sacramento at the Embassy Suites. Most of the girls kind of doubled up and were sharing hotel rooms. I didn't. I said, I'm going to get my own hotel room because Rob's going to come home tonight.
Yes.
Rob's going to, and home being the
Our
Embassy
hotel room
Suites in Sacramento.
by the river. Yeah.
You know, Rob's going to do his older brother duties. But I was also like, what I've done is I have created an escape route so that when the strippers come, if they come,
which they weren't coming,
he can come back to me. He has no excuse because I didn't want there to be a scenario where you're like, I couldn't help it. You know, I was supposed to crash on their couch.
Yeah,
and I
next
had
thing
nowhere
I know,
to go.
she sat on my face because I was laying on the couch.
Yeah. So I was like, you're going to go do your backyard barbecue. You guys are going to watch Crider Racing slides and pictures. And then you're going to get in your car and you're going to drive to Sacramento. And if anyone sits on your face, it will be me. And
awesome.
that was the arrangement that we had.
Seems reasonable.
Oh, and I went all out on this bachelorette party. Just a side note, I just really want to brag on my bachelorette party skills.
You are good at bachelorette parties.
I had like little airplane bottles, and this was, I don't know, this was like 10 years ago or so. So this was like Magic Mike era. I had like cut out little like pictures of Magic Mike and I put them on the bottles. So you weren't drinking vodka. You were drinking like Magic Mike juice or something.
Magic Mike juice.
Yes.
I like how you're like, this is Magic Mike juice, but hey, don't have my husband see a stripper.
Well, Magic Mike is a fucking movie. This was an image taped on a goddamn bottle that
Just
I bought
saying,
at
it's a double
Bevmo.
standard, yo.
And then I made chocolate dicks, and I did it in all colors. I had like, you had like a white chocolate dick, you had a milk chocolate dick, you had a dark chocolate dick, and so I just had chocolate dicks that I was just handing out
Just
to everybody.
dick.
Yeah, and that was like super fun. So
Yeah, girls love you at bachelorette parties.
I know, it was so we were having the greatest time.
You girls were partying good, and the boys were having a pretty legitimate backyard barbecue, just like you do. Then I find out there's all this commotion, and like I said in the story, the strippers arrive. This is completely unbeknownst to me. They have fucking duped the fuck out of me on this. I'm like, fuck. I don't need this shit. I don't need this shit in my life. I literally just fucking walk out the side gate and get in my fucking car and head to Sacramento. And I fucking text you right away. I'm on my way home. Oh, you're hearing crash and Playa outside. I'm on my way home right now, and fucking, there's some shenanigans afoot, but just know I'm on the way to the hotel room. Everything is good. And I tell you, don't tell the bride. Let this just go. Let it play out like it's going to play out. It's got nothing to do with you and I. We have our own kind of no stripper policy.
Right.
When I say we, your policy that I have to endure. So don't fuck it up for everybody else. Because some people just don't care. And they're like, hey, strippers are fine. Like, go get some chicks in your face before you get married. Like, it's okay with me. And that's fine for them. It doesn't work for us. So I tell you, I'm Audi 5000 on way to Sac. And I tell you specifically, don't tell the bride shit.
Yeah.
And how'd that go?
Well, it's like the story says.
You can't keep a secret for shit.
We're sitting at dinner, and I don't know, there was probably, I don't know, 10, a dozen of us maybe. We're sitting at dinner, and we're having a grand old time. And it really is. It's exactly like the story says. Someone looked at her phone. This woman.
She played it well.
She should get a fucking Academy Award for how well she played this. She looked at her phone, and she said, she waited until all a dozen women were quiet. And she's like, oh, shit. There's strippers at the party.
No, she said, and they're shooting ping pong balls out of their pussies.
Maybe she said that part too. And then because I don't like keeping secrets. Everyone who knows me knows I can't keep a secret.
Well, I'm going to tell the world right now. If you have a secret, do not tell Sara Kreider.
And yet
she cannot keep it.
And yet people do.
They do confide in you quite a bit.
It's because I have discretion.
You didn't have discretion this particular bachelorette
Well, because
party.
I thought it was out. So she says that, and then I do. I say, "Oh, thank God," because it's hard for me to keep a secret. Like, yeah, there's strippers there, and then she laughs, and I laugh, and she's like, "Well, I was just kidding," but she laughs because I found out later, like, she didn't give a shit. She just like I had communicated to you. No strippers. She was like a different kind of wife, and she had communicated to her husband.
No, I was
don't
with
give
her
a
husband,
shit.
and he told me when I left, he said, "Hey, can you give me a ride to the ATM? Because I need more 20s. Because I only got $100, and that's not going to cover it." So I did give him a ride to an ATM, and then dropped him off at the house, and I jammed to Sacramento, and he was like super excited because he has a different policy with his wife. His wife's like, "Hey, maybe you should get 300 out. Tip these young girls. They're working hard."
So the key though is that they had communicated, you and I had communicated, like, so there's
2 out of 12.
there's 2 women sitting at this table. And so
you're like, my husband's on his way home.
Yeah.
And you're like, my husband's just emptied out an ATM card. We're good.
So she's like, "Oh, I was just kidding." And I was like, "Oh, fuck." And she's like, "Oh, but
oh, fuck.
She was like, "I'm glad the strippers are coming. Like, I have a different policy with my husband. He deserves this." And I was like, "Well, my husband's on the way here." So
I don't care about the strippers either.
Both of our husbands, we know exactly where they're at. We know what they're doing. We're comfortable. So she and I, we just kept eating. We were just like, hey girl, oh, this is a great cheeseburger. Do you want a bite of it? She's like, do you want to try my salad? Oh yeah. So we're super comfortable. We're just, hey, where's the waiter? We're going to order another round of drinks. Cause you were like 45 minutes away. So I'm like, I got some time to kill. We are fine. The rest of the table, they started fucking
we're at Crash My Playa.
Down.
You crashed that party.
Oh.
When you said that, or she said that, you said, yeah, that's true. The strippers are there. That bachelor party was fucking over.
Every phone, except for hers and mine, every phone gets pulled out of a purse. Every chick is just looking down at their phone, texting like crazy, but like still trying to keep like a straight face. Like, no, it's cool, And I have no shame. I like they're trying to like balance like, oh, I have to pretend like I like it.
No, it's okay if my husband has a stripper in his face. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, no, I have no shame. I'm just like, yeah, no. Rob knows it's no fucking
he's
bueno
already
for
in
me.
Vacaville. He's fucking 90 miles an hour on 80 right now to prove to me he's not that fucking party.
So I like I said, I
and I was like texting you. I'm like, hey, I'll pick you up downtown Sac.
Oh, you were like, GPS says 65 minutes. I'm gonna get there in 49, just so you have no fucking doubt.
For sure.
I'm not even gonna give you 16
even see like
minutes
an areola
of
pop
doubt.
out before I saw a nipple. I got the fuck out of there.
You're like, where are you? I'll pick you up. I'll make sure that you get home safely.
So you know that I did not see any titties. Robbie saw no titties that night.
So yeah. So I was just like, guys, I feel a certain way. I'm not embarrassed about it. Like, this is a me thing. It's not even a Rob thing. It's
because Rob wants to see some titties.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
But Rob also wants to stay married to me. So this is how
financially he has no choice.
This is how we have communicated. But everyone else, they're trying, like, so the entire table of women, besides this other woman who didn't give a shit, who started it all.
You just this party, dude.
I didn't. Fucking she did. She harpooned it.
Actually, the guy who fucking got these strippers fucked it up, because even my brother was like, surprise me, bro. I'm like, there's no surprises. I'm not getting you strippers. I can't do it. I can't negotiate this.
So I know that I have gone down in history as the bad guy because
in the family history, you are the person.
Because I outed it. But I don't feel like I'm the bad guy. Like, if you don't want people to know what you're doing, if you have shame about what you're doing, don't fucking do it. Like, I wasn't there. I didn't get the strippers. I don't know how I'm the bad guy. But also,
because you squealed.
Also, what's funny about this is that they got married at some friend's house. And it was a longtime married couple like you and me. They were like our age.
Beautiful house in Napa.
Their kids were, in fact, at the wedding, our son met their daughter and they like shared Instagrams or something. And they were like little like text messaging, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah, they kind of hooked up a little bit.
Yeah. Because they're the same age. So these guys were like aligned.
Established.
Yeah. Like they were kind of on the same pace as us. The wedding is at their house.
Except for one specific policy.
And it's this beautiful, beautiful property in Napa.
Yep.
Gorgeous. So she's at the bachelorette party. He's at the bachelor party. And I want to say this all happened about a month before the wedding.
Yeah, sounds right.
When the wedding happened at their house, he was still sleeping in the guest room. Like he had like for a month. I don't even know if they're still married. I don't know what happened after
because
that.
the wedding was the big reminder. Oh, is this the wedding where you went to the fucking bachelor party and the stripper sat on your face, you dirty motherfucker?
So I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, because you told her.
No.
No one should have told her. That should have been their secret.
Maybe they should have talked to each other and known each other's boundaries, and maybe he should have respected that.
I think he thought he was going to just do some dirty guy shit, and you guys can do some dirty girl shit, and no one's going to find out the wiser.
Okay,
but he didn't know that you were going to snitch.
I'm going to blow your mind right now.
Okay.
I didn't snitch.
You totally did.
No, you did.
Because I told you.
Who broke the bro code?
No, I was trying to save my own ass.
Who's a bro? Here.
I couldn't.
I'm not. You fucking snitched. You told your wife. You're the snitch. I'm not.
No, I was trying to save my own ass
No.
because I'm like, if
No.
some other idiot or some other person who has the open relationship with his wife who's allowed to say like, hey, strippers are here. If I found out that if that got to you, I was a dead man. So I jumped the gun.
So you
left
snitched.
early. No, I just provided information. I'm like, as a married man to his wife, I'm coming home, baby. There's strippers at the party.
But-
I'm not the party. And then I said to you, don't tell the bride.
But you foresaw a future where you're like, either I'm going to tell Sarah or someone else is going to tell Sarah, and I'm going to make sure it's me who tells Sarah.
No, I just played it safe.
And I'm going to get the fuck to Sacramento.
I was like, I'm
That
not.
guy?
Well, I know, first of all, I know that no one gave a cigarette shit.
That guy, he should have played it like you did. And he didn't.
Actually, he did play it like the wife made a joke.
No. This is a different wife.
No, his wife didn't find out until you said something.
I'm
He should have gone with me.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah,
should
yeah,
have
yeah.
known like you did. Like,
Well, he wasn't maybe as scared as his wife as I'm as scared of you.
like the only people that can keep a secret are two dead people. Isn't that
right.
how the saying goes?
3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead.
Right.
Hell's
so
Angels.
this guy should have known that, like you did, and he
Yeah, I
should
fucking
have.
definitely
He should
know.
have told his wife, and he should have come to Sacramento. Like this isn't on us.
No, you fucking snitched and you fucked up you fucked up someone else's wedding. You fucked up someone else's marriage.
Mm-hmm.
You fucked up a whole bachelorette party. All guys wanted to do was just see some titties. You know what I'm saying?
I think the moral of this story is that clear communication, set boundaries. What are you comfortable with?
Right.
Clear communication.
If you loved me, you'll lie to me.
No.
Oh, did I misunderstand?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I should have just said, there were no strippers at this party, baby. You got the wrong idea. This is a backyard barbecue. It's fine.
No, the thing is that you told me the truth. And you said, as much as I like titties, I like my wife more. I like my married life more. I like the other half of my salary more.
It's pretty good.
I would like to keep it. So risk versus reward, it's a balance. You drove to Sacramento. We shared a hotel room. I'm sure that we enjoyed said hotel room.
Well, you rewarded me with titties.
Oh, there you go. So
I still got to see titties.
this is how communication works, trust works. This is why this is why no one has gone to your second wedding and no one has gone to my second wedding.
I see.
This is why we haven't tried to cut in half a toaster from Target bought in 1996 from our wedding registry.
Or cut in half a race car, because there's no way to like divide up the value of that. Literally, just take a saw and cut a race car in half. Like, here you go. Here's your half of a fucking shitty race car. We're getting divorced.
Oh, I know how to divide the value of that.
So, full disclosure, though, you're right.
Your
one
race
has
car,
had to go.
your race car can be sold for about $2,400. I have it valued out
Yeah.
at $16,000. So I know exactly how the race car gets cut in half. You owe me $8,000 on a $2,400 race car.
That's not good. Well, I will say this. It's true. No one's had to go to my second wedding. But if you ever have to, I want everyone to know that bachelor party is going to be so fucking rowdy and raunchy and awesome.
Okay.
Because I'm going to make up for lost time. I'm like, I got fucking 30 years of strip clubs and fucking bachelor parties to make up on. Like, we are going to see some titties, man. Like, exponential amount of titties will be in my next bachelor party. Only if you're killed in a paragliding accident tomorrow. And I have booked one for you, just FYI. So tomorrow, I don't know if you know, there's certain excursions we can do here in Mexico. And I was like, what's the most dangerous excursion there is in like paragliding? They're like, I'd like to go. They're like, 2 tickets. I'm like, no, just for my wife. Just send her out. I'll be out in the Playa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You've rendered me speechless.
I know.
I got
you.
I got nothing.
I think you're just, you're out of Crone Extra and you want to end this episode so we can go back to the pool party. Because the pool party is fucking dope.
Well, I do have to pee again.
And I'm going to get white girl wasted.
Do you get it?
Oh, yeah, you do. You're like, hey, I gotta pee again. Fuck this bathroom over here. Let's go to Justin Lynch's pool party and just piss in the pool.
We don't deserve to be here. It is not Justin Lynch. It's
not?
Dustin. It's Dustin Lynch.
Who's Dustin Lynch?
He's the headliner of tomorrow's pool party.
At Luke Bryant's Crash My Playa?
It's not Bryant. It's Bryan. It's Luke Bryan's Crash My Playa. Tomorrow's headliner at the pool party will be Dustin Lynch. And the theme is Roman Empire.
Ooh, we get to go toga.
Yeah, so we're all gonna take the sheets off of our beds and turn them into togas.
That sounds great.
Yeah, no, that pool's gonna be so crowded with just over 50 white people
And sheets.
Yeah.
I
from
can't
the hotel
wait.
beds.
Let's raise the glass to Crash My Playa, dude.
Raise a glass.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Whoa. What are we doing here? Hey, normally this is a different part of the show, but guess what?
We're cracking beers.
Well, this is the special
we're
edition.
taps.
Yeah. Crash My Playa, Luke Bryan, Crash My Playa. And we have some business to take care of.
Hey,
We're coming to you fucking live from Mexico right now.
let's talk about that Luke Bryan.
Fucking Christ.
Oh my God, are we the biggest Luke Bryan fans?
Well, I
there
want to just
ever
say
was?
this. I'm pretty much as rock and roll as you can fucking get. I'm gonna humble brag here. I was at fucking Lollapalooza 92, and I was at fucking Woodstock 94, right? I was at the Epitaph Nationals in fucking 94. I've been to most of the best rock concerts you can be a part of.
Do you understand it's 2024? You're literally referencing concerts from three decades ago.
Well, even though that's the case,
30
when you
years
watch the
ago.
Green Day video from Woodstock, I'm in that video. I'm in that fucking mosh pit. That's me. So I'm rock and roll as fuck.
But when have you known someone who references something 30 years ago as how as fuck they are?
Well,
You
when
know
I
what
was
mean?
born, people were talking about
Like,
World War
if
II.
someone
and I was in
was
the
like-
40s. I was born in the 70s.
If someone was like, I fucking love quesadillas so much. I just love cheese melted in a tortilla. And then you go like this, when was the last time you had one? And they were like, 1994. You'd be like, you don't fucking love quesadillas.
Whatever, boomer. Here's what I'm trying to say is that I'm rock and roll as fuck.
Okay.
And I pushed back
Because you went to
against-
concerts in the 90s.
Yeah, I pushed back. I was also in a punk rock band, dude. I mean,
In
my
the
fucking
90s.
influences were fucking the Ramones and fucking Fugazi. You
What
know
have you
I'm saying?
been doing the last 30 years?
I've been working my ass off and supporting you.
That's what I was looking
Okay,
for.
so
So
the thing
we
is-
sort of hibernated.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know what bands were cool right now because I've been fucking working.
Right.
I didn't have time to go to fucking music
So-
festivals and shit.
So what had happened was we sort of like woke up from our hibernation and
Yeah.
we were like
Working nation.
and we were like what's happening in the
What's
world
cool now?
And then our friend Sam Mann,
He's like, this is cool.
he's like, do you like country? And we're like,
Nah, I pushed back against country
No.
a lot.
no. And then he said, no, I think you do. And we were, no,
But
we
do
don't.
we?
And then
Well, I didn't like it just because of the music. You didn't like it because of the politics. But what we found out tonight was we are now country as fuck.
oh yeah.
We are all in on Luke Bryan.
Dude, didn't I
We are
I start this?
I don't want to be super clear here. I'm not here to beat up.
You don't want
I'm
to be
here-
super clear?
No,
You want to be super clear.
look, I'm also country drunk right now because I was fucking up front. I could see that Luke Bryan needed to pluck an eyebrow. That's how close we were.
a little catfish
And
dinner.
I was like, holy shit. Cancun, Mexico in January.
Crash my
The
Playa.
greatest fucking weather. We're on the beach, literally feet in the sands. I took my
Yeah.
flip-flops off. I was standing in the sand.
Yeah.
While Luke Bryan was fucking cranking out just fucking songs about America, man. I
Dude.
never felt so fucking American in my life.
Let's talk about that Luke Bryan.
God damn, it's fucking good, right?
Yeah, dude, I fucking
Look, we're not being paid to
love
say
him.
this. I did not get here for free. Luke Bryan didn't send us here to do a podcast.
He's my new crush.
We're just giving him credit because they put on this incredible, magical fucking thing. 9 years now. Next year's the 10th year. And be fucking clear, we will fucking be here next year.
Okay.
And our friends need
I
to
gotta
fucking
tell
know
you
right
something.
now. Start fucking saving your money, y'all, because we are coming back to this fucking event.
And we need our friends to come
And
with
we
us.
need our friends with us, yeah, because someone's got to carry me back to the room.
Well, also, I know a hack. We can bring like 16 of our friends, and you make 17 and I make 18.
Yeah.
And we just put
Little
like
clips, yeah, we can
like
get chairs for
four-
everybody.
4 clips from the
And, like,
dollar
you
store.
can probably hear our neighbor. This whole fucking resort is raging right now. You hear our neighbors have been partying with us. We're fucking we're on a high.
Okay, so
it was a good time.
Here's what happened. I'd never even seen Luke Bryan before tonight.
You couldn't pick him out of a crowd?
No, I couldn't pick him out of a crowd.
Well, he's kind of tall. He's a little douchey
I
looking.
couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
But when he rocks, very sexy.
So then he comes out on the stage, and we have this like like balmy breeze coming off of the Caribbean Ocean, just blowing in my hair.
And you looked amazing, right? Your fucking hair was on point tonight.
And everything was like so fucking awesome. And like, this is what happened. This is a true story. Chris Hemsworth texted me in the middle of the Luke Bryan concert, and I was like, new phone, who dis? Like, I was. And then fuck you,
Chris Hemsworth. Luke Bryan's doing a live show at the beach right now.
Jason Momoa, he just climbed up out of the Caribbean Ocean. It
like
was
Aquaman.
like right there, like Aquaman.
He with the whole Aquaman outfit, the trident and everything.
And he was like, Sara, hey, I heard you're in Cancun. And I was like, fuck off.
He's like,
Aquaman.
I actually paddled all the way here. I kind of swam all the way here.
Yeah.
Wagged my tail.
And I was
Don't
like,
care.
don't interrupt this fucking
What about
important
Magic Mike?
song.
Did Magic Mike make an appearance?
Yes. And I also told him. Well, I told him.
Just wait for me in the room.
Yeah, no, I was like, dance. I was
Can you dance to country?
I was like, Luke Bryan is on. Do you hear the fucking tune? Can you just fucking dance? Just dance, monkey dance. Like what is happening? And Luke Bryan, he is on stage and he is so close to us because that's the thing about this
fucking music festival.
It's
like, hey, you want 100 of my friends want to come party with me in the pool and drink all day, and I'll do this really great live concert under the stars in the fucking Gulf of Mexico. I'm like, I guess. And then I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, Jimmy Buffett died, R.I.P. But I'm gonna say it right now, Luke Bryan has filled the void.
He has,
and I think all the fucking the parrot heads are looking for a place to land.
Yeah,
it's right here.
It's here.
It is.
I mean, R.I.P.
Because
Jimmy
everybody's
Buffett.
white.
Like, I feel a little bit sad.
It's the same group of people. They're all fucking 50
so
and white.
I said when it started, I said, we're going to know the first song. And we did. And so like someone who was unknown to us, right? Where like he comes out on the stage and he's like, kick the dust up. And we're like, oh, is this Luke Bryan? Like,
I'm like, oh, I've heard this song on the radio.
And I was like, is this what you look like? And so we knew the first song. And then I looked at you like, we're going to know the fucking last song. Like, we don't really know country, but we're going to know the first song. We never know the last song. What I didn't know that he had like, I don't know. What do you think? Like 32 songs in between the first and the last?
Yeah.
That we had never heard before. And I fell in love with every single
But you also
one.
were drunk, and every time you heard a song you did recognize, you're like, this is the last
recognized
song.
I recognized it.
You're like, I recognize this. You're like, this is the last song. I told you I would know it. I'm like, it's not the last song. He's played 2 songs. Like, fucking, there's going to be more songs.
At a point, they were still new songs. They were songs I'd never heard before, but I started to recognize them.
Yeah, and they also did a fucking cover of Metallica tonight, which was insane and awesome.
But there became a point where I was just like, he's so close, and I could see him. You know what I mean? And like, I love him, and I am in love with him, and I already
you had a wet spot for him.
I already rejected.
I mean,
Thor and Aquaman.
Luckily for me, he had a wedding ring on, and he didn't seem interested in pulling you from the crowd. Because if he did, I would have lost you tonight. You were gone.
Okay,
I would have lost you
because the romance. He had that one song.
It was pretty good,
and it was the first time I heard it, and I will forever remember it. But I'm also gonna need a little help remembering the lyrics. And it was something about like.
My husband's name is Rob. He's super sexy. I'm glad he's in my life.
Yes.
I think that's what it was.
It was. But it was also something like I'm so lucky to be the guy with you tonight. Oh my God. Like,
yeah, you were creaming your pants for that.
Dude, those lyrics, like, okay, if you're a songwriter out there and you're trying to make it and you're like, what's going to be the next hit song? I'm telling you right now, if you write the lyrics that say, I'm so lucky to be with you tonight, every woman is gonna fucking swoon.
Well, cheers to Luke Bryan. He also has a song where he raises the glass, the boys in blue, protecting America.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty dope. But here's what's
he
so
played
dope
the video
about
in
the
the
fucking,
background.
Yeah, just fucking firefighters and cops.
You know, and I fucking hate that shit because I always feel like that's like.
Well, it's pretty on brand. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but here's the thing.
But you are a cop,
let me
and
just
I should love
explain
it.
all this stuff. Here's the thing. When you're standing there and you're like, country drunk, and you're just like, God damn, these songs are fucking good.
Oh, he had a song that was called Country On or
and
Country
then,
Up,
and then somebody fucking
Country Up
walks up to you and they have a plate of fucking drinks, and I'm like, hola, what do you got there? And he's like, well, I have vodka and pineapple juice. I'm like, fucking put that in my hand, garçon. Here's $1. This shit is all inclusive. You didn't even have to leave the front row, and they brought drinks to you that were free.
Yeah.
This whole thing is inclusive. You just party, you eat tacos for free, you eat nachos for free. They bring you fucking drinks for free. Tequila, ranch waters. We drank Bacardi. We were like that song. Had a vodka drink. I had a whiskey drink.
Oh, yeah.
We drank all the fucking drinks tonight.
I drank all the fucking drinks.
All inclusive. And here's the other part that we talked about a little bit, but it's important. The sound was good on the show. Our ears weren't blown out. We went to what was that festival we went to before? We saw
Aftershock.
Rancid and we saw Guns N' Roses. Aftershock.
Yeah.
The crowd was mean. The fucking sound was terrible. We were in a dirt hole in Sacramento.
Okay.
We here were with the friendliest crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone gave each other space and helped each other out. The fucking drinks were good.
No,
the sound was good. It was dope.
You're trying to get it all out like so quick. I'm going to slow it down a little bit because I got some points I need to hit.
Well, you like to repeat stuff.
Guilty as charged.
I'm going to drink some of this free Corona Extra, and you tell me about your point by point. Give me a rundown, Mrs. Kreider.
So normally when I'm in a
Do you have a full presentation? Is this our PowerPoint?
Normally when I'm in a...
Should I be taking notes?
No.
Will there be a test on this?
I'm going to start again.
You were a teacher.
Okay.
Will I be quizzed on this? Does this affect my final grade?
Take 3. Normally, when I'm in a concert crowd, there's people pressed up against me. Like, there's people bumping up against me. There's people, like, or someone's like, oh, I was just dancing on you, but I accidentally grabbed your ass. And it's just like, it's too close, too personal, like too much.
Yeah, you don't like people real close to you.
No, I don't. And
it's amazing we had 2 children because you don't like people that close to you.
So that's my normal experience in a concert. And this concert, we're on the beach. It's Crash My Playa. Playa means beach in Spanish.
Thank you.
That's what it means. So we're on the beach, and instead of like crowding up on the stage, like everyone was so polite and they just kept like their own personal space. Like I had like a dance bubble. Like I was in my own little...
You could shake your ass.
Yeah,
and there was a song about that called Shake It by Luke Bryan.
I was close enough to Luke Bryan that I could admire his forearms. And
he was also wearing a Rolex, by the way.
And I could be like,
nice watch, my man.
Those are some nice forearms. But I still had enough space that I could dance in my own little dance bubble. And then you could dance in your own little dance bubble. And then the people around us, like it wasn't crowded. Like, it's ruined all concerts for me thus forward.
For sure. And I would say prior to this, our favorite concert we ever saw was Red Hot Chili Peppers live with John Frusciante in Fresno. Believe it or not, it was one of my best shows I've ever been to. I cried.
I've seen them since then.
Yeah, you've seen them a couple times. They are incredible live. I've seen them probably 6 times, and they are fucking amazing. But that one particular show was on fire.
But what if you could see them on the beach?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would have killed a man to get the front row to see that band. But after tonight, I would say and I've been to probably 200 concerts in my life. I've been to a lot of shows, and this was a fucking great show.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I've been to. My job was as a journalist was to go around and write about bands.
I totally feel like you're flexing right now.
No, I am flexing my big journalistic concert going dick. But I'm saying that I'm giving credit because what I'm saying is that even though I'm not really a country guy and I've been to all these shows, this was a great fucking show, and I will be back every year.
And also, we're ruined for every other show.
Yeah, I'm tainted because I'm like, I want to be in the front. I don't want to be fucking crushed, and I want people to bring me pineapple vodkas.
I want a balmy breeze coming off of the Caribbean Ocean, just blowing
my feet in the
hair.
sand. And no one's gonna step my foot.
Right. Because everyone respects
each other. In the past, I was like in the mosh pit for Primus,
bubbles.
and the dude like threw up on me, and I fell on the floor, and people lift me up. I was so crushed I couldn't put my feet on the ground, and that was a fun experience too. But I was also a young man at the time, and I have no business doing that now. But the reality is, the show was fucking great, and I just want to give full credit to Crash My Playa. It was fucking dope.
Yes.
They're getting a special episode from fucking Stories and Cocktails right now. Now, you wanted me to tell you something. You said...
don't tell me. I remember.
Oh, you remember?
Yeah, no,
okay.
don't remind me.
Lay it on me,
I got
sister
this.
child.
Okay. So since I was knee-high to a duck, I've been watching MTV, and MTV has videos, and they like pan out to the concert goers, right? And I want to say probably the first like concert going video that I saw was Pour Some Sugar on Me, right? Where they like Joe Elliott is rocking out on stage, and then they like pan to the crowd, right?
Big crowd.
And in every concert going crowd, like since Pour Some Sugar on Me hit the airwaves on MTV, whatever, there's always a woman on a man's shoulders.
Yes.
Always, right? Like since the beginning of time. There's just
and you imagine yourself someday, you fantasize
if there's
that will be you?
Concert, there's a woman on a man's shoulders,
yes.
right? And it always pans to the crowd.
Correct.
Well, today was no different. today,
It was a chick on a dude's shoulders.
Today, Luke Bryan, like, he's rocking it. And I mean, I don't know why we would take the camera off of him and pan out to the crowd.
He's got those gorgeous forearms.
Because he has his, right? Yeah. And he does this, like, little weird, like,
He
white boy pelvic shake.
he was doing a lot of Elvis, like,
He was.
fucking. He was, like, shaking his ass. Like,
Yeah, no.
It wasn't very country, but I liked it.
No,
There was a lot
and
of shaking his ass.
it was terrible. I was like, white boy can't dance. But then I was also like, why am
You
I
go,
so
girl.
in love with
Just
Luke
do
Bryan?
your thing.
Yeah.
You know why we like him? Well, first of all, he put his name on everything here. He threw a great party, and we're here for this party. And he shook his ass a bit. And that was
A little bit.
that was the show I wanted to
Yeah.
see.
So every once in a while, though, they would pan off of him, right? And they would pan to the crowd. And I was like watching. I was like, oh my God, we're in the crowd. They're panning to the crowd. Am I going to see me? Am I going to see you? And then you would just see and to their credit, they are the most beautiful women on the planet. They climb onto someone's shoulders and you never see who the man is underneath them. You know what I mean? They just climb on and they're like, their arms are going and they look amazing. What I'm going to tell you is that I never want that to be me.
Really?
Yeah, no, never. Like, that is so cringy. I never want to get, like, certainly not on your shoulders. And that's not on you. That's on me. That's not like your shoulders aren't
So you're
worthy
saying
of
I'm not
me.
a big enough man to kind of
No.
hold you up.
No.
I'm not man enough to
No.
put you up front row
'Cause
so
I
you
knew-
can see Elliot at fucking Def Leppard.
I knew that you would make this, like, about you. I knew that you would be like,
I'm 5'8" and 3/4. I can't fucking hold your ass up.
exactly. I knew that you would make this about you. But I'm telling you, like, even before I met you, I was like, that's uncomfortable. Like, I'm just not a woman who's going to sit on a man's shoulders.
And if I know you, you were thinking about
comfortably.
like, oh, my vagina's on the back of his neck. Is it stink?
Oh no,
Like,
I didn't even
it's a
think
whole
about
thing.
that. I'm just like I'm so heavy and I never thought about that, but now I'm thinking about that. And so I just want to say, like, even if like a magic genie popped into the room tonight and was like sprinkled some fucking fairy dust on me and was like, tomorrow you wake up and you weigh 105 pounds. You're light as a feather. And then we go to the concert tomorrow and like The Rock comes up.
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock,
And he is like, put your 105-pound body on my shoulders.
on these big beefy shoulders.
Yeah. And he's like, so you can get in the concert. Like, they're going to pan to you.
So you're going to be part of the next
And you're
music
gonna
video
be in
on
the video.
CMT.
Yeah.
Because this would not be on
and
MTV.
then I would go like this. I would go like, I'm kind of uncomfortable. I don't want to like put my crotch on the back of your neck. And then if his friend John Cena came up and he was like, no.
I'll stand behind you and catch, like,
Yeah,
like
no,
you're
or-
like a safety person at a cheer.
Or they were like you don't have
competition.
you don't have to put your crotch on the back of our neck. Like, we're each gonna take like a thigh, and you'll just be on like each one of our shoulders, and we'll stand really close together so that you don't get hurt. Like,
and your husband will stand there cuckold and just look at us.
what I'm saying, no, okay, but I'm not trying to cuckold you. I'm just trying to say, like, if two human beings,
Wanted to have a three-way with you, and I watched. That is the definition of cuckold. It seems like this is where this fantasy is going.
that's not a fantasy.
And then it's actually going to be on a music video, which makes it a porno,
If
and I'm
they-
just the cuckold guy in the
no,
porno.
I'm just saying if I were like thinking of men that were strong enough to hold up my weight,
I mean,
and
any man, not your husband.
and I was also in this version, I also weighed 105 pounds. I'm just saying, I would never be comfortable hefted up in the air.
Right.
Just
But what if it was Luke Bryan and it's Crash on Playa?
no, that's what I'm saying. As much as I like Luke Bryan, and you know,
You love that motherfucker now.
in the last 45 minutes, I've become his biggest fucking fan. Like, no
Yeah,
one,
we're all in on that.
like,
No one loves Luke Bryan more than you.
no.
When he was wearing that woman's bra on his head, I had to check your back. I'm like, you still have your bra on? Like, shit, this dude's wearing a bra, and I'm not sure who threw it up there. Was it my wife? Am I going to be cockhold?
I mean, I really fell in love with him. Like,
No, he was good. He was fucking great. This
you know-
fucking event is great.
you know how I always say, like, if the moons and the planets align, and if Mercury is in Venus and shit like that, like we are on
Well, it's January.
the beach.
It's fucking freezing cold in the United States of America. Everyone we know is fucking just chilling their nuts off, and we are shirts off,
Yeah.
feet in the sand, watching a great show, drinking free drinks, having a great time with a good bunch of people. And man, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Let's raise the glass to that.
Oh, also, the great fucking people. I'm like one of the youngest fucking bitches out there. You saw that, right?
Yeah. No, I knew you would like that. Now, I am not one of the oldest husbands. There's definitely a May-December situation going on here, right? So there's a lot of older gentlemen who have a couple bucks, and then there's some younger ladies.
Wait, are you saying there's women younger than me? Because I didn't fucking see
No,
that.
there's men older.
Who are you looking at?
There's men older than me
I'll
who have
fucking key
women
your car.
older than you, but they're so old that it's a May-December situation, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like 49-year-olds with some 65-year-olds.
Yeah.
And here we are, 50 and 47, just fucking living our best life.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Kick the dust up.
Kick the dust up.
I feel like I want a pickup truck. We don't own a pickup truck,
We used to.
but I would like you.
But here's the thing. I used to own a white Chevy fucking pickup truck, and you made fun of me the whole time I had it. You're like, you're so fucking douchey
Well, okay.
with your fucking big wheels. And who do you think you fucking are? I'm like, I don't know. I'm a fucking guy who has to tow his race car to the track. I have a truck.
I have a rebuttal to this.
Okay.
You owned a pickup truck.
Yes.
And you would fill the back of it up, right? And you would tell me, you would put the tailgate down and you would say, get up there and like move my fucking race tires around. Like, can you stack that one over there and get that tool out of there?
Yeah.
What I need you to do is I need you to put the tailgate down and I need you to say like, get up there and dance.
No, you want to put the tailgate down and turn the radio up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And so that I can dance on the back of the pickup
in a
truck.
little short dress.
Yeah.
Not that fucking romper that you fucking bought yesterday. That was bullshit. You know why you don't get to dance in the back of my fucking pickup truck? Because you fucking bought a romper. If
Well,
you'd have bought a
you
goddamn
didn't-
dress,
you didn't have a
I would've-
pickup truck.
I would have dropped that tailgate. I would have turned up that fucking music.
You know
They would
what?
have danced your ass in the moonlight, just like Luke Bryan sings about. But you fucking, he didn't sing like,
He's
put
not-
your romper on and get on my fucking truck. He ain't singing that song.
Listen.
Nobody wants to see a girl in a romper.
We can't be the best fans ever if you call him Luke Bryant with the T. There's no T.
When Jeff Ross
He's
came
Luke
out and
Bryan.
roasted him tonight, he called him Jeff Bryan the entire time he roasted
He called him Jeff.
It was
You're
hilarious.
so fucking drunk.
I'm country drunk.
Jeff Ross called him Luke
Bryant.
Bryant.
The whole time he roasted him, which was hilarious. So Dustin Lynch came out, brought Jeff Ross out, and they fucking roasted him. And I had roasted my retirement party. I want to say this. Luke Bryan's went way better than mine did. I should have had Jeff Ross come instead of some other people who roasted me, and it didn't go as well. But it was hilarious. Anyways, long story short, listen, girl, I'll buy a brand new fucking Z71 like a Cadillac, and I'll fucking put your ass in that tailgate, but you ain't wearing that goddamn romper.
Look at, I haven't bought a dress because I don't have a tailgate to I don't have the back
So
of a
it's
truck
which
to
came
dance
first?
in. The chicken
the
or
chicken
the
or the
egg.
The
Yeah.
fucking tailgate or the fucking dress?
I don't know.
I'll fucking go buy a fucking truck the day we get back to California.
Are you gonna put speakers in it?
Yeah. And
put
big
songs?
35-inch tires.
And I'm gonna get in the
You're going to get in the
back
back of the
pickup
truck. Yeah. And you're going to shake
I'm
your
gonna
ass.
dance.
Yeah. You're like, this is my song. I'm waiting all night long.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Turn that radio up. You know what I'm saying?
You make the speakers go boom boom.
Yeah. Boom, boom.
Oh, was that the lyrics?
Like some fucking T-Pain.
I mean, we're new to this fandom.
We're all in, dude.
So I don't know.
The good thing about country music is second verse, same as the first. It's very easy to fucking pick up. By this third verse, I'm singing the song. You're like, you know this song? I'm like, I do now, man. Fucking got it. About the truck.
I fucking
You know what? It's America, baby.
Love Luke Bryan.
I love fucking Crash My Playa.
I love Crash My Playa.
All right, let's raise a glass to
Let's-
Crash My Playa.
Let's come here next year.
Special episode. Cheers, you poor fuckers at home.
That was mean.
And that was Last Call. You did it. You survived an episode of Stories and Cocktails. But did Rob or Sarah's liver survive the show? I don't know. Tune into the next episode to find out, to enjoy some more stories and some more cocktails. By the way, if you want to support the debauchery of the show, then buy the host their next round by Venmoing a couple of gold doubloons at Stories and Cocktails. Back in the day, a gold doubloon was only $4 Spanish. Who knew? Well, folks, I'll be right here behind the bar, cleaning the glassware and awaiting your return to the Stories and Cocktails podcast. Cheerio, friends.
If you enjoy hearing Rob Kreider's different humor columns here on the Stories and Cocktails podcast, then I promise you will love his novel, Cadet Blues. Cadet Blues is Rob's hilarious tell-all about desperately trying to survive the shock and awe boot camp-style training at the California Highway Patrol Academy. People from all different walks of life have come to love this book because Cadet Blues is simply a crazy good read. Heartfelt, inspiring, and damn funny. It's available in paperback through Amazon, eBay, or cadetblues.com, where you can get free shipping and a personalized autographed book. Or you can download a digital copy of Cadet Blues from Amazon Kindle, Barnes & Noble Nook, or Apple iBooks. Do yourself a favor and check out the novel Cadet Blues.